Hi guys, welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. So today in this video, let's try to understand the Cancer rising sign. Who are these individuals? Why these people have to face a lot of emotional ups and downs in their life? What are the transformations that are coming through their marriage or married life? Why these people face a lot of ups and downs in their career environment? Everything related to their life I'm going to explain you in this video. See, first of all, if I talk about Cancer rising, these people are very emotional people. They are having that kind of a sensitive element which is present inside their heart. Like if you say something bad in front of their mouth, they will immediately take that thing and take that thing to their heart. Also, it becomes very difficult for them to gain control over their mental emotions. Because the sign of Cancer, it is a watery element. And it represents some kind of a distractions that are coming in their life. Also, it becomes very difficult for them to maintain that proper mental peace because they are having that kind of a sensitive element which is present inside their heart. Like you say something bad in front of them, then they will take that little things to their heart as well. And then they will feel like, oh my goodness, why is telling me this thing? Why is doing that thing to me? So that kind of a character, over analyzing everything. So that character is seen in the Cancer rising. Also, these people, they are having that kind of a sense of emotions towards every person. Like if you are suffering from some kind of a pain, then they understand the kind of sufferings behind you. That kind of emotions are always present them. Also, regarding their second house, they are very protective around their family and the family values. Like if you try to harm their families, then they suddenly like get up and like then the lion like character that is going to reveal from the within. Also, like especially these individuals, they belong to very like high class families, the families that are having that some kind of a government connection with the officials. Maybe like their father is working as a government official or having some kind of a very good connections in the government and politics. So they come from a very strong family background. Also, the sense of ego somewhere also coming through their family values. Like no matter whether they have accomplished something in their life or not accomplished anything in their life, but still the sense of ego is always present inside them. And that is a very difficult thing, especially in order to attain your higher objective or chief objectives in your life. It becomes extremely difficult for them to like set aside their ego. Okay, let me set aside my ego, I'm that person, so I have to work on myself. So that is the quite difficult part to manage in their life as well. Regarding their siblings, again it is ruled by the sign of Virgo. So like they are very calculative in their approach towards the sibling as well. Like although like Cancer Ascendant, they don't have much siblings in their life, but still if they are having any kind of a sibling, then they are very calculative in the approach. Like, oh my goodness, that you are getting more numbers than me. So that kind of a calculation, like he is getting more than me. So that calculativeness is always seen in the third house. Also, third house represents your communication as well. So in their day-to-day communications, these people very like they are self-critical about the things which they say in front of you. Like they will think in their mind two times before saying anything. Like, okay, if I'm going to say that thing, how this thing is going to impact you. Like if they try to say something, it means there is having some kind of a value present inside them. Otherwise, these people don't usually talk much. Regarding their fourth house, which represents their family and their home environment, their conveniences, and even their mother and the relationship with the mother is seen from that fourth house. So it is ruled by the sign of Libra, and here like they have to maintain the proper balance in their life, proper balance between their home life and their career environment, because here they have to deal with the major obstacles upon maintaining the proper balance in their fourth house related things. Also, the happiness part is somewhere absent in these individuals' chart, especially no matter what is the placement of Venus or what is the placement of Moon, because their ascendant is somewhere always like act as a very panic creator. Like suppose if little thing is going to happen, then still they act as a very panic. Oh my goodness, what is going to happen? So that unnecessary fears and worries are also coming through their fourth house as well. Also, like these people, whenever they fed up in their life or like they have done like upon many things and still failures are coming in their life, then somewhere they go inside their home to get that kind of a healing energy. Okay, if I go inside the home, then they will take that kind of a positive energy, and then again they go back toward their professional world. So that is also very little secret which I've usually seen with the Cancer rising. Regarding their fifth house, which is ruled by the sign of Scorpio, and here the like especially their upbringings, they get that kind of a headstrong upbringing in their life as well. Also the sign of Scorpio, like it is a very deep and very dark sign. So fifth house represents your education as well. So like whenever like they are doing like maybe high school or some bachelor's degree education in their life, they are having that kind of a habit to deeply digging inside the things. Like suppose you are having 9 to 10 subjects in front of you and you have to complete all of them because you are having your exams today or maybe tomorrow. So these individuals face a lot of difficulties to cover up that 9 to 10 subjects because their complete mindset is working in such a way like they are going towards the one subject, then they are researching, then they look up the next thing, then researching. So that way their complete mind will work. And it becomes very difficult for them to get out from one subject to focus upon the other subjects as well. You can also consider as the like multitasking ability is like not present inside these individuals. And it becomes very difficult, especially in 21st century, if you don't multitask or do several tasks at a time. Because here the Scorpio energy is very dark whenever they try to do something. But it is very good if you are going in the field of research and analysis. Because the research is going to be a perfect sector for these individuals. Because then your emotions are also guiding you from the first house. From the fifth house, you will also get the proper support. And even in the 11th house, you get in the 9th house, that is your higher education, you are getting the extra support in your life. So that thing is going to be perfect for you. Regarding their 6th house of their enemies, it is ruled by the sign of Sagittarius. And it is a difficult part in their life as well. Because the sign of Sagittarius, it represents that kind of a philosophical figures, or that kind of a wise people that are going to mold their ego, or that are going to change their life. Because the major transformations are also seen through their 6th house, which is their day-to-day activities as well. Because in their whole day, they have to go through a lot of philosophical persons in their life who try to mold them, who try to change them. No, you are doing that thing wrong, you are doing that thing wrong. And in order to go from that transformations, these people find their real character, like who I am actually. I'm not that kind of a sensitive figure, I'm a very hardcore personality. And that thing is usually formed through their 6th house of day-to-day activities. Upon meeting with the new challenges in their life, then they will acquire that kind of a positive ability inside them to deal with every circumstances. Regarding their 7th house, which is ruled by the sign of Capricorn, and 7th house represents your marriage and your married life. So these people, they always attract the life partner who is going to be extremely professional person, or like such kind of a timekeeper. Like especially, okay, I have 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, I have to do this thing, 10 to 11 this thing. So that proper mindset, they are highly attracted towards that individuals. Also, like they tend to become like them because they have already faced a lot of emotional ups and downs in their life. And whenever they say any individual who is having that kind of approach towards life, professional approach towards life, okay, I have to do this thing, that thing in that way, that much simplicity they tend to see in the sign of Capricorn. Also, the Capricorn person in the 7th house, they attract the life partner who is going to be somewhere very cold hearted, very somewhere like very cold and very the person who have no respect for the love and such kind of a things. Because Capricorn represents some kind of a professional entity. Like whenever suppose they are dealing with the love matters as well, so deal in a very professional way. So in that way, they tend to experience the real professionalism through their 7th house as well. And after getting married, their ascendant, that is the sign of Cancer, it becomes activated as well. Because now from the energy of the Capricorn, that earth energy is transmitting to their ascendant as well. And that again acts as a major transformation in their life. Also regarding the 8th house, which represents the sudden ups and downs in their life, these people tend to think 15 times in their mind before taking any decision. or they are very calculative in before taking the any decision in their life, because 8th house represents a sudden emotional ups and downs, and it is ruled by the sign of Saturn, that is Aquarius. So here, like, they put their whole analogy behind researching anything. Okay, if I'm doing that thing, what is going to happen? If I'm doing that thing is going to happen. You know, that extra criticalness, or they try to overanalyze through the 8th house. Oh my goodness, something unnecessary is going to happen if I'm going to take this decision, so I will not take it. And which leads to procrastination. Like, they tend on doing procrastination and they fail to take any decision because of the energy of the 8th house. Because the lot of fears through the 8th house are also attracting in their relationship aspect as well. Because the 7th and 8th house, these both houses are ruled by the sign of Capricorn and Aquarius, that is Saturn, and which is a very cold-hearted planet. So these people fear a lot. Okay, if I take this decision, my relationship is going to suffer, this thing is going to suffer. So that thing become quite critical in their life. But if, especially if Saturn is well positioned in the 8th house, then they will find some kind of a simplicity through the 8th house things as well. Regarding their 9th house, which represents their higher education, it is ruled by the sign of Pisces. And here, like, these people are highly inclined towards taking the higher studies, especially taking the PhD or doing some kind of a master's degree or any kind of a higher education. They are highly, like, inclined towards, because their belief system is set in such a way in the 9th house, because Pisces represents some kind of a very deep research to acquire more and more knowledge. So in that way, in order to satisfy their second house of their Leo, that is their ego as well, they tend to acquire more knowledge. Okay, let me learn more, let me acquire more knowledge, because Pisces represents very, very deep kind of a knowledge. So in the field of research and that kind of a things, they have the tendency to take up the any master's degree or any PhD degree in their life. Also, regarding their 10th house of their career, here these people face the real challenges, because it is ruled by the sign of Aries. And through the career, these people experience the major hardships, like at their home life, in the even in the through the 4th house, which is ruled by the sign of Libra. They tend to balance every aspect of their life. But whenever, like, they go towards the career, these people face the real challenge. Okay, I'm in the battlefield right now, and here, like, no one is caring about my emotions. And then through their career, after the age of 24, 25, these people tend to acquire a lot of learnings. Okay, I'm thinking life in a that way, but life don't work in that way. So then they acquire a lot of knowledge through their career and their working field as well. Because it is the energy of the Mars, which shows them the competitiveness. Okay, that is the very competitive field. That competitive behavior in the professional environment, whenever they try to see, then their whole life scenario is going to change, and that thing is going to impact their ascendant a lot. I have seen a lot of individuals who are Cancer Ascendant. They face the major transformations after the age of 24 or 25, especially after the maturity of Moon. Their whole life will change. Firstly, they are like that kind of a figure who are very emotional and very sensitive, and in the later on, after involvement in the career field, they tend to become like that king-like a figure. That kind of a lion-like of character is somewhere present inside them. So that thing is going to come up. No, I'm the lion, and no matter what is going to happen in my life, but still, like, they have to deal with that emotional foundations in their life. But then it is manageable. Before the age of 24, it is not manageable. Also, regarding their 11th house, which represents their incoming gains, so these people prefer quality over quantity. Also, like, they try to spend money on the things that are having very high value, because in order to satisfy their emotions as well as with, like, their ascendant as well. Also, these people have that kind of a earth element through which they will acquire a lot of very, like, qualitative friend circle. Like, these people, they don't have like around 50 or 100 friends in their life. They are having very few friends, very few, like around 2 to 3 friends. But yeah, they are having that kind of a quality behavior with them, or that kind of a bond, that strong bond is present inside them with their close professional friend circle. Regarding their 12th house, which shows their expenditure and expenses, it is ruled by the sign of Gemini. So here the calculation part comes into play. They tend to experience or they tend to analyze their expenditure from the every perspective. Okay, this money here, that money here, this money I have spent upon this thing, this here, this here. So that kind of a total energy, that loss of energy is also seen from the 12th house. Even like if ascendant moon is posited in the, like especially in the 12th house in the air sign, it means their whole energy is going towards like basting their energy upon the expenses or basting their energy upon the imagination, because the sign of Gemini shows lot of creative ideas in their brain as well. That is why a lot of scientists that are also seen who are having the Cancer ascendant, because these people usually like they fed up from their career environment, and after everything in their life they go towards the research field. Okay, I will do research, that's it, till my entire life. Then their 12th house will come into play. That is their second core personality, the sign of Gemini, through which they will extract a lot of ideas and present something big picture in front of you. So that's it guys from my side in this video. I hope you like my analysis. If you have any queries regarding your rising sign, career, marriage, any other placement which you would like to know, please send me an email guys. I will respond you back within 48 hours after receiving your email. So till then, if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe it below. I will meet you very soon in the next video. Till then, bye bye and take care.